Alright, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about foam rolling. If you guys have read the article above, if you're on my website, costofitness.org, you've probably learned a little bit more about this than you knew before, or if you've known a lot on this and just haven't really been around the foam roller much, it might make you kind of reconsider either buying one of these or going and using it at the gym a little bit more. I got mine on Amazon. This is a really nice one for me because I'm so used to the normal foam rollers where it's like a foam pad, smooth like this. These ones have like the rigidity spikes in it. I like it like that so I can dig deeper into the muscle, into that fascia, and kind of help with a better muscle release. It just works better for me. Some people just cannot stand this. It's really hard at first. I think just over the time I've used a normal foam roller, I've been able to get used to that, so this has a better effect on me now. I just wanted to walk you guys through a few exercises now that you guys can do. Like, this is some of the stuff I've done for maybe the last year or two that have really, I think, impacted my training. I've applied this a lot. Now I do it daily. I used to just do it maybe like 3 times a week or so. Now I probably do it Monday through Friday for sure. At least once. Sometimes I'll usually do another session later in the day with this and a lacrosse ball. But I'll go ahead and get the couple exercises we can do with this, kind of like a normal warm-up type of thing I would do. So usually they say that rolling out your lower back's kind of bad for it. It can, there's just not a lot of stability right there. At least up here you have like your rib cage right here all around that connects to your thoracic spine and your vertebrae. You also have your shoulder blades, give you a little bit of support up there, kind of cushion, even everything out. With your lumbar region of your spine, when you're rolling it out, it's a little bit more, I don't want to say dangerous or anything, but it's just like, it might cause a little more back pain than anything else. So I usually try to stay away from it a little bit. Like, I'll roll out my lower back, but I won't put complete pressure on it. So I'll start off like this, and usually just kind of just roll out more where the quadratum laborum is, or quadratum laboris. I think I said that right. I can't remember. Just kind of roll out something right around there, because my lower back usually gets tight. I'll do that on that side, switch to the other side. I'll usually get into middle back next. Just go really nice and slow. Sometimes I'll cross my arms like this, put a little more pressure on it. After I get done rolling out my middle back, I'll go to the hamstrings. Just put it underneath your hammy. Go nice and slow. I'll sometimes roll out the glutes depending on how tight they are that day. But it just depends. I'll get into my hamstring. And the key with the foam roller, if you can go nice and slow, sometimes you find like a spot that's really, really tight or kind of sore. If you just kind of like let it sit there for a second, just kind of let that, like especially with these pads, these like little spiky pads, let those do their thing. You dig into the muscle a little bit, break up that muscle tissue, get a little bit of a better blood circulation going through, which helps with muscle recovery. Warming up, you can just, that's the thing I like about foam rolling, you can do it before, after, during your exercise. And then I'll usually get into my quad next, so I'll do each side. Quad will look like this. I'll usually start from about here, get all the way up in here, and then I'll work right up and around where the hip flexors would be. I'll start low, go nice and slow. Sometimes I'll turn the leg, internally rotate it, externally rotate it, kind of get a little bit different angles, hitting all those quad muscles. And then I'll work my way up into the hip flexors. Am I still on camera? I can't tell. I'll work my way into the hip flexors. After I get the quads, hips in, I'll usually go to the calves, which is really tender most of the time. I've done it a lot more lately, so my body's starting to just kind of get used to it a little bit. Usually get the middle part of that calf, gastroc, internally rotate it a little bit, get that medial head, turn a little bit to the outside, externally rotating, get that lateral border, all the way up to right before the crease of your knee. Kind of work it down a little bit, right above the, right around the Achilles, like right above it. Usually that's what I do on a daily basis. Kind of get warmed up before I go and squat or before I hit any kind of leg workouts. Usually I do a little bit more upper body warming up if I'm doing like bench that day. But it'll be like more rotator cuff warm-ups with bands, stuff like that. So this is just a video to help you guys kind of see what you guys can do with the foam roller. Like I said in the article above, if you're on my website, shows you a little more about it, what this is, why you should use it, the benefits of it. Like I said, I got this off of Amazon. I got this for like 12 bucks. Sometimes it'll be a little more expensive, just depends on where you get it. But I really, really highly recommend foam rolling, and I think you guys should put it in your program. So if you guys like this on YouTube, give it a thumbs up. If you guys liked it on the blog, you can comment, you can share it with your friends, your family, and I'll be back tomorrow with some more content. Thanks, guys.